So another thing that I want to do here is to differentiate the relative and the absolute value. So the relative highlight and the absolute highlight, for example. So, which means I want to know first, where is the highest highlight and where is the darkest value? All right, I'm looking, squinting, and I see, okay, that's pretty dark. That's probably the darkest value, right? And I can say, okay, that is the darkest value. That is the darkest value. Only here, that is the darkest value. Although this doesn't look super dark, but let's see, we can include it in there, right? And then I see, what is the highest highlight? All right, here, right here, and here, and a few other spots. Those are the highest highlight. Those are the absolute highest highlight and absolute darkest value. So when I have now a dark value, right, and I, for example, in this, let me see, in this area here, right, and I say, okay, that's pretty dark, right? That's pretty dark. Make it dark. You say, but yes, how much? Well, it doesn't look like as dark as that, right? So in relative terms, that is the darkest value, but not in absolute terms. In absolute terms, these are the darkest values. The same thing for the highlight, right?